for today, I'm going to be sharing with you my eyeshadow collection. So I have like pretty much a lot of eyeshadow palettes, like around about 18 eyeshadow palettes I believe. So I thought let's share them with you guys and let's talk which one is the best amongst all. Definitely you don't need to buy all these palettes. Some of them are those palettes which I don't even use now. So yeah, if you're interested in this video, then please keep on watching. But before that, don't forget to like, share and comment, and also subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell icon. So now without further ado, let's get started with the video. So my very first eyeshadow palette which I bought for myself was this palette. So this is the Maybelline the Nude palette. This I guess I got for like 800 rupees approximately. Now I think it's for like 900 rupees. Price will be mentioned in the description box. So this is like my very first palette, and you can see this shade I love the most. I broke this shade, and these are the only two shades which I've used a lot. Other than that, I don't use this palette much nowadays because like this is like a very basic palette. So if you like soft nude makeup, you can definitely try this palette, but I don't recommend this palette to anyone now because you are paying like for 800 to 900 rupees and you are just getting these colors which are so basic, which you can get in any other eyeshadow palettes, which I'm going to talk about later. So this was my very first eyeshadow palette. I have kept this palette because I really love the fact that this was my very first palette which I bought from my pocket money. So this was the first palette. I believe my first palette was this one. Like मैंने Maybelline के palette और ये palette almost साथ साथ ही ली थी. So this is the second palette. This is the 7 Heaven makeup kit, which is like, I guess I got this for 300 rupees. I don't even use this palette, you can see. So yeah, I guess तुम आप सबके मम्मा के पास या आपके घर पे भी available होंगी, because these are those palettes which have like shimmery colors, like very shimmery colors. These are really good if you like glittery lids, but you need to first apply a concealer to get that pigmentation. See, the pigmentation is not that good. It also comes with two compact, one shimmery one and plain one. These 4 blush ons which I don't use. I got this from a local store I believe. मैंने इसे कहीं online नहीं लिया था, इसे मैंने local store से लिया था. This was my second palette. So my third palette is this Mars palette which I broke. So if you know me through my Insta, so earlier I used to use this palette for like all colorful looks. मेरे पास सिर्फ ये palette थी like 1 year पहले, and this I got from Cuffs and Lashes. This was for rupees I think 300 to 400, not more than that. And you can see I've used some of the shades also. See this one, this one, this one, this one. Like I've used this palette because earlier I didn't have any matte palette, so मैं इसी से work करती थी until मैंने दूसरी palettes purchase करना start करी, like matte palettes. If you ask me, I really don't like this palette much because इसकी pigmentation बहुत ख़राब थी. Like मुझे almost hour लगता था to get a good pigmentation. And you can see still the pigmentation, और जब आप इसे blend करोगे the pigmentation will be gone. So this is not something which I would recommend to anyone to get this palette. I don't like this Mars palette. Along with that palette, I got this Mars 21 color palette. I guess this was for rupees 300. This is like better than that palette. इसके colors थोड़े ज़्यादा pigmented है. So these are the colors. See, better, like better. And I also like the colors in this palette. This is an all of decent palette, but also not something which I would recommend now because I think 300-400 में आजकल बाकी Wet n Wild की palettes भी मिल जाती है, like when they are on discount. So I don't think you should get this one. This was my fourth palette. So after like having those disastrous palettes, I went and bought these two Makeup Revolution palette. So the fifth palette is this Makeup Revolution London Reloaded Neutrals 2 palette. I really love this palette. This I got for like 850 rupees and I love this palette. You have seen me using this palette a lot of time. मैंने इसे बहुत बार अपनी Insta पे भी use करा है. The colors are really pretty. The shimmers and everything are so pretty. They are pigmented, look. They are pigmented. So in all, this is a really nice palette. Makeup Revolution makes excellent palette. Try their palettes, you will end up loving them. So this was my fifth palette. So before getting these two palettes, I have bought the Makeup Revolution Eyes Like Angel palette. So this was the palette. So I guess this was my originally fifth palette, but abhi ke liye this is like the sixth palette which I own. When I got this, I thought कि इसमें matte color ज़्यादा होंगे, but this palette contains a lot of shimmery shadows, foil shadows, but they are so pigmented, so beautiful. Look. They are highly pigmented. I got this for 1200 rupees. The original price I don't know. You can see इसके ऊपर Makeup Revolution में मिल चुका है and I've used this a lot of times. इसमें mostly foil और shimmery shadows ही है. इसमें matte I guess hardly 3 or 4 shades होंगे matte, not even that. So this was one of the best palette. Till then मैंने जितनी भी palette ली थी मेरी सबसे ज़्यादा favorite थी and I used to use this only. The seventh palette is this palette. So this again have a lot of matte colors which I wanted. This is also considered as a dupe of the Modern Renaissance palette. This palette is like almost similar to that palette. The color payoff, everything is almost same. See, it might not look pigmented here, but on eyes this is like a beautiful palette. This is the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Iconic Division palette. Again this I got for rupees 850. मैंने सब palette almost discount पे लिया है, तो original price 850 था. I guess I bought this for like 600 rupees. No, मैं generally यही करती हूँ, जब मुझे product कोई अच्छा लगता है मैं उसे wish list में डाल देती हूँ, because मैंने nykaa से लिया था and I keep a check on them. So जब भी वो sale पर होते हैं मैं फटाफट उसे ले लेती हूँ, because if I delay out of stock हो जाता है. So this was my seventh palette. Eighth palette which I got was this glitter palette. I haven't used this palette much. This is like collaboration of Shy Style with Glitter Galaxy. This is the palette. It has like beautiful shimmer glitter color, glitter shadows. I think I should use them, but ये बहुत कम pigmented है. Like आप मेरे finger में देख सकते हैं इसमें बहुत product लग गया है, but in actual यहाँ पर ये बहुत कम है. So this is the only problem. That's why I don't use this palette much. But now I think I should use this one. This was a bit expensive. I don't remember the actual price. I guess I got this from Cuffs and Lashes again. This was my 9th palette. So the 10th palette was this palette. This is the Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette, a dupe of the Modern Renaissance palette. The colors in this palette is beautiful. You have seen me talking about this palette a lot of times. In all, I really love this palette, and yep, this I got for rupees 499, not on discount. ये palette बहुत really discount पे होती थी पहले, आजकल फिर होती है, पहले नहीं होती थी. So this was my I guess 10th palette. So the 10th palette and one of my favorite palette is this Magic Professional eyeshadow palette which I got from Beauty Soak. Again, you have seen me talking about this palette a lot of time on my channel. I love this palette. Look at this golden shade. मैंने किसी भी आई शेडो में इतना पिगमेंटेड और इतना ब्यूटीफुल गोल्डन शेडो नहीं देखा है. सिंगल पैन्स में आपको फिर मिल जाएगा, बट पैलेट में नहीं. लुक दिस कलर, नॉट इवन द shimmery colors, but the matte are also very good. These are very beautiful. This is one of the best palette which I got. This I got for rupees 1100, like 1000 to 1100. I don't remember the exact price. So if you like the color scheme, definitely go for this palette. You won't regret and you will gonna thank me later, because it's one of the best palette. 11th palette which I got is this palette. This I got from a local store. So this is the Max Curl Professional palette. I guess this was for rupees 70-80, not more than that. Surprisingly, this is very pigmented and it also blends beautifully. See this color. मैंने basically एक सोचा था वीडियो बनाने का मेकअप प्रोडक्ट्स अंडर 70 रुपीज़, बट उसके लिए मैंने लिया था बहुत पहले, बट मैंने वो वीडियो बनाई नहीं बिकॉज मुझे बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट्स नहीं मिल रहे थे उस टाइम. वंस आई विल गेट द अदर प्रोडक्ट्स आई विल मेक अ वीडियो ऑन दिस पैलेट एज वेल. आई डोंट नो ये आपको लोकल स्टोर में मिलेगा या नहीं. आई वोंट बी टॉकिंग मच अबाउट दिस पैलेट. लेट्स स्विच टू अनदर पैलेट. The 12th palette is a basically eyeshadow quad which I got as a gift. This is the palette. This is the Note a Luminous Skill Quarter eyeshadow in 03. This comes in very different shades, pop in pink color, in blue, green, but this is like in black and silver, so it's perfect for smoky eyeshadows. These eyeshadows are very beautiful. They blend beautifully. They are very pigmented and look. They are very pigmented and again a very nice palette. The 13th palette which I got is this Changeable Fantasy palette. This again I got from Beauty Soak Instagram store. I got this for like 1100 rupees, but this was one of the best palette I bought. Other than the Imagic palette or Makeup Revolution palettes, I think this is another best palette that I've used till now. So this is the dupe of the James Charles palette. I've stole this many a time, but if you're looking for a colorful yet a beautiful eyeshadow palette, this is the palette for you. 14th palette is this palette, something which I gifted to myself on my birthday like last year. So this is the Morphe 35B palette. This has like all the matte shades you will ever need, like blue mein, purple mein, green mein, pink, orange, red, yellow. This is another best palette I have used till now. This is highly pigmented. It's blend beautifully. ये आपको या तो इंस्टाग्राम स्टोर से अवेलेबल होगी या फिर आपको बाहर से लेना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि इंडिया में आपको लोकल स्टोर या किसी भी ऑनलाइन ऐप पर नहीं मिलेगा अदर देन इंस्टा. सो दिस आई गॉट फॉर लाइक 3000 plus I guess. So this is a bit expensive, which I won't recommend to any beginner or anyone who's looking for affordable eyeshadow. You can definitely try the Fantasy palette. So the 15th palette is this palette. This is the Swiss Beauty Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette. This is based on pinks, like red, pinky tone eyeshadow. So this I got for like 167 rupees, 01 shade number hai. This is another favorite palette of mine. This is very beautiful palette and this is also very affordable. Swiss Beauty makes excellent eyeshadow palettes. Definitely try their products. The 16th eyeshadow palette is this palette. This is the Beauty Glade Snap-in palette. So again, this palette is mainly focused on blue shadows. So it's a dupe of the Huda Beauty palette. वो पैलेट आई गेस 2500 की है एंड दिस आई गॉट फॉर लाइक 500 रुपीज. ओरिजिनली 600 का है. आई वोंट रेकमेंड टू समवन हैव लॉट ऑफ आईशैडो पैलेट्स. इट हैज रिस्ट्रिक्टेड कलर्स. अगर आप इन्वेस्ट करना चाहते हो, डेफिनेटली इन्वेस्ट उन आईशैडो पैलेट्स में करें जहाँ पर आपको थोड़ी वैरायटी मिले कलर्स की. 17th eyeshadow palette which I got is this palette. Again, this is the Swiss Beauty Mousse Velvet Mousse palette. The shade number is 03. This I got for like 200 rupees. Originally I guess 3 or 400 ka hai. Look at the colors. This is one of the best mousse palette. This is buttery soft. Once you apply on lids, it looks so good. It's highly pigmented. So in all, this is one of the best palette. मैंने इस palette के बारे में एक और वीडियो में बात की है. So I'm gonna link that video in the description box. Check that. So the last eyeshadow palette is this. This is the eyeshadow quad which I got from Blue Heaven. I don't like this quad, you know me. This I just got for like a make challenge video, like makeup under 100 rupees. The shade is 609, but the colors are not that good. They are not that pigmented, so I won't recommend this to anyone. So these were my 18 eyeshadow palettes which I own. So I got this as a request, so that's why I made this video. So I have these kind of filters for eye makeup. I know I don't use them much in my videos because I generally tend to make more wearable looks, but I will gonna use them in future. This is like very affordable MAC का dupe kind of है. ये मैंने दिल्ली में लिया था, I guess Southern Market से. So it was a pack of like 24 colors, but I got like 12 colors. They were so inexpensive. Like I guess I paid 10 for each glitter. Also I have this Swiss Beauty loose foil pigment which is also very pigmented. Let me show you. This was a bit pricey, I believe. So let me show you. It's very pigmented. And also I have these liquid shadow. I have 3 liquid shadow. This is from Glam 21. I have a Swiss Beauty one and also Nykaa K Radiant eyeshadow. These are the 3 liquid eyeshadows which I have from Swiss Beauty, from Glam 21 and from Nykaa K. Totally love them and I totally recommend them to you. So yeah, these were my eyeshadow palette collection, also my eyeshadows in general which I own. So yeah, that was all for today. I hope you like this video, and if you like these kind of videos, do let me know in the comment section below. And for more such videos, stay tuned. Bye.